Game number 3 of day number 2 here in Green River, Wyoming. As Cody Beers to my left, I'm Jace Andrews. We have got the Rawlins Bandits taking on the Lockwood Razorbacks. Both these teams playing in their second game of the tournament, and hopefully we have a good one on our hands.
You know, these two teams have struggled in their first games, but today they've got things to prove, and they want to play good quality baseball. We've got some game notes here that the Bandits left on their lineup card. We'll talk about those, and Rawlins, well, they just want to do good things, and they want to play above their heads a little bit, challenge themselves, and practice fundamental baseball. That's something that has been lacking in Rawlins over a number of years, but it's good to see the Bandits out here playing. We were talking about this, Jace. They used to be the Generals. That was their top team, and then it was the Colonels, the lower team. But Bandits, they're wearing blue. They're not wearing red and black anymore. Hey, we got baseball on a Friday afternoon. Pretty good deal.
We've already had 2 good games today. Let's see what the third brings us. We'll take a quick break and give you a little more insight into these two teams when we come back.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uintah County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Kazine's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Kazine's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Kazine's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
It's the Lockwood Razorbacks taking on the Rawlins Bandits here on MyLocalRadio.com. Jace Andrews alongside Cody Beers. And like you mentioned, Cody, both these teams coming off not so great of first games, but they're able to come here and try and either one of them get their first win of the tournament.
Well, it's a good opportunity to come in and play in a wood bat tournament because that does even up the field a little bit, but you still have to, throw balls and strikes. You gotta find the zone pitching wise, and then you've got to take advantage of what the other team gives you. This Lockwood Bandits or Razorbacks team, their coach in game notes on their lineup card writes down big dog body language and confident posture. That's about setting a tone emotionally out there on the field. The second thing he tells his team is focus on one play at a time, and I would say one pitch at a time if you're a young team and you're trying to learn the game. And then the last one, self-talk. Talk positive to yourself. Maintain that positive attitude. Put away something bad after it happens and move ahead because you can't change the outcome. And those are all good pieces of advice from the Rawlins Bandits head coach. And so this Lockwood Razorbacks team, don't really know too much about them. I heard some of the parents over here for Rawlins saying, man, we're playing Billings. Well, no, you're not playing Billings. You're actually playing a smaller town just outside of Billings. There's about 15 teams that play ball for Legion Baseball out of the Billings area, which is about a 60, 70-mile square area around Billings. You've got Laurel. You've got Lockwood, which I didn't know they played Legion Baseball, but then you've got 6 or 7 different teams right in Billings proper. So a lot of baseball. They love Legion Baseball in Montana. And for the most part, you see quality baseball when you face a Montana team. Northern Wyoming teams regularly go to Montana and play because it's closer to go to Montana and play those games than it is to drive to Green River. But Lockwood's here, and it'll be fun to see this game, to see if both teams can improve on yesterday.
You're watching the Kazine's Ace pregame show. That was our Keesley game by Ellingford Brothers. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll come back and give you the rest of the pregame show before heading into this one with the Razorbacks and the Bandits taking match against each other in Game 3 here on Day 2 of the Green River Night Invitational.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
At Alta Construction, we specialize in pre-engineered steel buildings, interior office framing, finishes and flooring, concrete work from foundations to concrete flatwork. Alta Construction specializes in industrial and commercial projects. Call today at 307-786-4834. Alta Construction, from conception to completion.
The town of Mountain View is located in the historic Bridger Valley and serves as the gateway to the high Uintas. With a panoramic view of the rugged Uinta peaks, you feel like you're in paradise. Our town park and scenic river walk offer a safe place for rest and relaxation. Looking for a great place to live? Our quality of life is great and our people are very friendly. Come join our tranquil way of life. The town of Mountain View, a gateway to the high Uintas.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
Welcome back to the Kazine's Ace pregame show. Let's move into our Aspen Cinema Team Spotlight here with the Lockwood Razorbacks and Rawlins Bandits, as the Bandits will be on the field first. And Cody, we mentioned these teams both trying to get off the schneid, as they might say, and for right now, Rawlins, it's going to be up to their pitcher, Fisher Murray, to kind of start the agenda early here.
Yeah, the little lefty coming up. You can tell that this Rawlins team's pretty young, but got cool uniforms. I like that Columbia blue color. That's got to count for something, right?
Oh, that's something. They got that like pinstripes on it too.
I like them.
Yeah. That is our Aspen Cinema Team spot. Let's move into the starting lineups here today, as we'll start with the Lockwood Razorbacks, who will be the visiting team. Batting in the leadoff spot, it's Brennan Koch, the left fielder. In the 2 hole, it's Tyler Linneman, the designated hitter. The second baseman, Dawson Surrock, will bat in the 3 hole. In the cleanup spot, it's Tristan Stratton, the center fielder. Teague Eggy, the first baseman, will bat 5th. Dallas Jackson gets the 6th slot and will have being behind the plate doing the catching duties. Cooper Struckman batting 7th and playing short. In the 8th slot, it's Chance Mertz, the right fielder, and rounding out the order at the 9 hole, it's Reed McAuliffe, the third baseman. The defensive alignment for the Rawlins Bandits go as follows. The pitcher is Fisher Murray, with the battery being completed by J.D. Chiswick. The infield from left to right on the first base side, Weisenberg, Taffner, and then Hernandez over at third with Mesos at short. In the outfield, Cook, Fletcher, Martinez going from left to right. The first pitch from Fisher Murray here goes a little bit outside, and it will be ball 1. No strikes as we're underway here for game number 3, and it'll be Brennan Koch, the first batter up here for the Razorbacks. Razorbacks played against the Green River Knights, falling to them as Cook takes a strike there.
Razorbacks, red pants, red sleeves, red numbers, gray jerseys, good-looking uniforms.
1 ball, 1 strike from the pitcher, Murray. Just a bit outside there. Late strike call. It's going to be 1-2. The Rawlins Bandits, we mentioned their jerseys. Nice little blue, navy blue sleeves with the baby blue inner torso. Got the pinstripes and the red lettering as well. Up high there, and they got the white pants, which fitting since they're the whole team. Up high there, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
But right now the outfielder's playing deep. Sorry.
Bandits, I got you. I'm trying to help you out.
Thank you.
That's a swing and a miss. We have a first out. It's a strikeout. Brennan Cook set down by Fisher Murray.
The Bandits,
yeah, they had
the
a
Generals,
lot of
the Outlaws, sorry.
Hey, that could be the Popcorn Colonels.
That's right.
1 out in the inning as we move forward to the second batter for the Lockwood Razorbacks, Tyler Linneman. He's the DH today. He takes a strike. Beautiful sunny day all day here today. Wind obviously never stops, and the clouds kind of rolling through here and there. No balls, 1 strike. A little chopper right back to the pitcher, Murray, who will jog over to first. Little toss to Weisenberg for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Murray here to start the top of the first.
A nice defense by the pitcher, throwing strikes, and that's what you like to see in American Legion Baseball. Make the infield make plays for you.
It's the second baseman, Dawson Surrock. He was the starting pitcher last night for the Razorbacks. And Surrock fouls it straight back. No balls and 1 strike. Got the flowing blonde hair out of the back of the helmet. And he had it in his back pocket last night, that sliding glove. Blue on a red team. That's going to be lifted into left field. It'll drop in front of the left fielder, Cook, for a base hit. And Lockwood has the first runner of the game.
Yeah, you went from flowing hair to what was in his back pocket, and I was like, how did he get that hair in his back pocket?
You never
it
know.
It must be really long. You know?
Some people keep rabbit's feet, some people keep hair. It's the way it goes. Baseball's a weird sport sometimes. Tristan Stratton, the 4 slot in the center fielder today, taking his hacks from the left side. Pick off a nice attempt, but the ball unable to be corralled over there at first base by Weisenberg. Obviously with 2 outs, could see a steal on to try and move him into scoring position, but have our first left-on-left matchup here with Murray, the pitcher, and Stratton, the batter. And there goes the runner. Throw is offline. It's going to bounce off the glove of the shortstop Mesos and go into center field. But staying put is Surrock.
And if you're catching, you've got to take 1 step. You can't take 3 steps to your left and let it go. It just gives that runner too much time to get there.
1 ball, no strikes on the batter, Tristan Stratton. Surrock now over to second with the stolen bag. That one's low. Goes into the dirt, nice block at home plate by Chiswick. Trying to make sure that runner doesn't move up 90 feet closer to get to third. Two balls and no strikes here. Top of the first inning, first 2 outs recorded in order. Now Murray trying to work the count. That bounces White. And the throw to third, not going to be in time. Surrock at third now after working his way around the base pass. Call that one a wild pitch. And now you got a runner 90 feet away from potentially being the first run of the game. 3-0 at the plate. Murray looks in the pitch. Stays low for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk, has runners on the corners now for Teague Aggie.
A game like this, you want to encourage people to swing the bat, so you got to open that zone. Big strike zone here.
2 outs for Murray, so he's able to get it out and get out of the inning. Yeah, it's walks we've seen have been a detriment to every team who's had them in this tournament, so.
Make them hit.
Murray's pitch. Strike called, and they're just going to let that runner take second. We're not in the majors, but that could have been a defensive indifference. But he gets a stolen base, in my book at least.
It is.
0-1, Murray working from the windup now. Has that one chopped down the third base line, foul.
That was a nice looking little breaking pitch. Got him to turn on it.
0-2, 2 outs. Nobody home for the moment. Murray trying to keep it that way after he got the first 2 in order. Since then, single walk. But 0-2 to Eggy. Great pitch, just a little outside, and Murray will go to a 1-2 count now on Eggy. Rawlins was the first game yesterday. Razorbacks were the last game yesterday. A fly looping ball into right field. Coming on as the right fielder Martinez. It hops in front of him, hops off his shoulder, racing towards second. He's going to be out there at second, but 2 runs do come across to score as Teague Eggy gets a 2 RBI single, thrown out at second, trying to advance. And we will go now to the bottom of the first. Lockwood up 2-0 on Rawlins here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. Razorbacks put 2 on the board in the top of the first, and they have a lead over the Rawlins Bandits, 2-0 here. Let's get you the starting lineup for the Bandits as they'll be up here in the bottom of the first. Leading off, it's the pitcher Fisher Murray in the 2 slot. Eli Weisenberg, he'll be playing first base today. The shortstop, Lee Mesos, will bat in the 3-hole, and in the cleanup spot, it's Trinity Taffner, the second baseman. Batting 6th, it's fifth, J.D. Chiswick, the catcher, and then batting 6th, it's Jorge Hernandez, the third baseman. In the 7th slot, Kipton Cook, the left fielder. Right fielder Aaron Martinez bats 8th. And then in the 9th slot, rounding at the order, it's James Fletcher, the center fielder. And for the defensive alignment for the Lockwood Razorbacks, we'll first start with the infield. At first, it's Teague Eggy, second, Dawson Searock, and then in the third base position, Reed McAuliffe. At the shortstop, it's Cooper Struckman, and the outfield from left to right, Brendan Cook, Tristan Stratton, and Chance Mertz. The pitcher is going to be Austin Piercy, and completing the battery, the catcher, Dallas Jackson, as they'll be facing this Rawlins lineup here for the first time in the bottom of the first. Jace Andrews, Cody Beers bringing you the action here for Game 3 on Day 2 of this night invitational, and a big shout out to Elan Olliff running the computer for me today.
Lockwood, Montana is considered a suburb of Billings, second largest community in the Billings metropolitan area. So,
what's the number 1 largest one in Billings?
Well, it'd be Billings. Population 7,393 for your information.
Wow, that's almost as big as my small town in Texas. That's fouled off. That's true. Fisher Murray is the batter here to start us off here in the bottom of the first.
Believe it or not, Rawlins has a population of 11,000.
Oh, wow. Not what I expected. 0-1 to Murray. Just a bit outside there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Austin Piercy on the mound, throwing from the right side. toes the rubber on the right side as well. That's fouled straight toward our way. Cody would have caught it. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
No doubt. Nobody coming to get the ball.
Yeah, where's the
Rawlins?
1 ball, 2 strikes. As Pearsley gets at the hip. And again, fouled away by Fisher Murray. Take you back to the top of the first. It was Fisher, the pitcher. That rhymes. He got a strikeout and a ground out right back to him for the first 2 outs, but after that it was single, walk, a couple of stolen bags in there, and then a 2 RBI single, but Eggy was then thrown out at second to end the inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes is outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Beautiful day in Green River, Wyoming, as I mentioned before, as around 79 degrees. Not a bad day, not a bad day. Cut on and missed, a strikeout to start the bottom of the first, just the way the top of the first was started. Murray will head back to the bench swinging.
American Legion baseball rule requires base coaches to wear helmets, and neither of these coaches for Rawlins wearing a helmet.
Eli Weisenberg, the first baseman, also a lefty, will step in. Way outside on the first pitch. And for Rawlins, you know, you had the 2 runs come across there in the top of the first, and you'd really like to kind of push 1 across here, just get something rolling. 1-0. There's the wind. Two balls, no strikes on the batter. Cuts on the first on that pitch, makes it 2 balls and 1 strike to Weisenberg. Weisenberg over at first. Technically had 1 put out last inning because that was the strikeout, the ground ball to the pitcher, which he completed. And now here with a 2 ball and 1 strike count, the pitch. Just a bit outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Rawlins looking for their first base runner of today's contest. As the wind starts to pick up here.
Always blows here.
3-1. Outside once again, it's a 5-pitch walk as Eli Weisenberg gets on. He's the first base runner of the game for the Bandits, and that'll bring up Lee Mesos now, seeing if they can chip into the 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Saw 1 walk in the top of the first. Now already got our first walk here in the bottom of the first on the second batter. See what Lee Mesos here can do as he's the first right-handed hitting Bandit. Runner takes off, throw down from the catcher Jackson. It's not going to be in time or on line for that matter, as easily with the stolen bag is Weisenberg. No balls and 1 strike with the runner at second base. Mesos, the pitch. It's going to be just a bit low there to even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 runner on here in the bottom of the first. Rawlins with a big hole on that right side for Mesos. He could just slap at the opposite field. Comes inside on him, and it will be ball 2. You know, something I don't see a lot is a singular number like 8, but he has a 0 in front of it. So he is number 08. Makes sense, he's the only singular number we have.
It's interesting that you say that.
Pickoff attempts back to second's not in time.
The American Legion Baseball Post 119 in Lockwood, they have number 0119. So,
all right. 2-1 pitch. A little skied fly ball into right center field, moving over and missing it as Mertz as it popped off his glove. Runner is going to advance to second. They're going to send the run home, and he is left out to dry.
Wow, wasn't even close. Nice job by Lockwood.
Yeah, a great relay throw. I believe that was Struckman over there. Maybe Searock. It was either the second baseman or the shortstop there with a great relay throw to the catcher Jackson, who placed the tag on them. It is going to be an E9 that allows the advance to second base, but an out is recorded as Weisenberger's thrown out at home.
Well, you just hate to run yourself out of an inning, and that's what happened here.
So now 2 outs. Trinity Taffner, the second baseman, steps up, and well, he has the same situation. A base hit could score the run and cut into the deficit. Heavy bend to the knees in his stance as at the mound, Piercy gets ready to throw. First pitch swinging, kind of chops it foul as he flies over the right field, right side fence.
Gotta love the baseball mullets. You know,
baseball mullets.
We saw him out in force today in the Cheyenne game. A couple of the coaches sporting mullets in that game.
0-1 as he's got the American flag compression sleeve on the right arm. Under a week till 4th of July. Pitch comes in. That's swung on and hit into left field. It's going to be a foul ball, they're saying. Even though the information I've got from my inside sources says it may have been fair. I've got sources.
Okay.
0-2.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate
Inside
that.
sources. Was
Thank you.
Anthony talking? In his sleep back there? Oh.
0-2 to Taffner with the runner at second. The pitch gets away, and the runner's going to take off. Throw down to third. That's going to bounce away from the third baseman. He's going to run home. Mesos rounding and scoring without a throw. It's 2-1. Give it a wild pitch, and then an E2 to score Mesos.
Boy, if you don't send that guy home on that hit out in the outfield,
you're tied.
You're tied.
And there's also probably still 1 out. 1-2. And just missed there. You saw the first baseman, the shortstop, and the third baseman for the Razorbacks all take simultaneously 3 steps toward their dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 2-1 the score. Flies that on the infield. First baseman Eggy moves over, makes the catch. 1 run does come across to score, but that is all for Rawlins as it's 2-1 Razorbacks as we go to the second here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Night Invitational here on mylocalradio.com.
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse of what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
The top of the second we go, 2-1 the score. Razorbacks on top of the Bandits. Jace Andrews alongside Cody Beers. It's going to be the 6, 7, and 8 batters for the Razorbacks. Dallas Jackson, Cooper Struckman, and Chance Mertz. Catcher, shortstop, right fielder.
We'll see if the Mosquitoes are out here. Third base coach down there. Wearing the shorts. If you want to play rec ball, play rec ball. Wear a uniform. Come on. I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel.
First pitch is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. All right, well. The Mosquitoes will be out later to answer your question.
Were they out last night?
They were. I got bit.
I'm sorry.
1-0. Right up the middle for a base hit and a leadoff single to start us out here in the top of the second.
I don't know why you'd hear about that. I don't. I mean, American Legion baseball rules state clearly. I'm sorry. Got to wear the same uniform as your kids. You know, that's why we're all wearing collars, right? Yeah, see? We're in uniform. All right.
Of course, if you're wearing a hat, I don't know what you're doing. Runner at first, stays put, and a strike taken at the plate by Cooper Struckman, the shortstop. Struckman's first AB here in this game number 3 of the day.
Interesting to see if Lockwood starts putting on some plays here. Get around the bases.
A swing and a miss at that one, and it's going to be 0-2 now. I think the big thing here is you have the lefty on the mound, so it's going to be hard to get a bigger lead over there at first. He does have a long leg kick when he comes home, though.
Big lead.
Stays put, though, and a breaking ball is up high, 1-2. Up high may be an understatement on that one.
Green River Knights and their board putting on a fabulous tournament. Glad to be here.
1-2. Big hack and a miss. First base is occupied, so that's a strikeout there of Cooper Struckman in the second K of the day for Fisher Murray.
Yeah, Fisher Murray's got that nice little breaking pitch. If he starts it in the middle of the plate, it breaks about the ankles on the inside corner.
See what he can do here with Chance Mertz, the right fielder. First time he sees him. Runner takes off. They pick him off. They're going to have to throw to second, though, and they're going to say balk. No, he just gets second. So the balk called, so he gets second base on that.
Yeah, he didn't pause for one, and he was already starting his regular motion when he saw him go. That's why you want to steal right in front of a left-hander.
Correct.
Because you can get that balk call.
Well, and that's why as soon as you see that foot go forward, you go. And then if he stops, guess what? You get the bag anyway. So now the first pitch coming in here, and that's going to be right back to the second baseman. Takes one hop. He throws to first in time. And they're going to watch that runner back to third. So Mertz advances Jackson up to third. And that could be an extra insurance run as the Razorbacks still hold that 2-1 lead. 4-3 on the putout. 2 outs now for the 9-slot Reed McAuliffe.
This is a cool batting helmet here. This is we had this sleeve, the flag sleeve. Now we've got a flag helmet.
Are they pinch running? Oh, that's the catcher. They're courtesy running now. So you got a courtesy runner over there at third. And you mentioned the American flag helmet on McAuliffe, and he watches a ball low there for the first pitch in this AB from Murray. McAuliffe could reach, and that would flip the lineup over back to Brennan Cook. Low, nice block at the plate by Chiswick to keep it in front of him. And obviously with that courtesy runner, you got to think they're looking at trying to take home if a ball gets by the catcher in any way, whether wild pitch or pass ball. Looks like it's 27 over there. Will Wetzel is the courtesy runner over there at third. 2-0, a chopper down the third base line. It's foul. Wetzel played catcher last night against Green River. That score final was 11-3, correct? Final score of the Lockwood Green River was 11-3 Green River, correct? Yep.
These Lockwood batters way in front of the pitcher, pulling it. Fouls on the left side of third base.
Breaking pitch stays up high. 3 balls and 1 strike for Murray. That's kind of what happened to Murray last time. Walked Tristan Stratton, and that allowed for Teague Egge to have that 2 RBI single, and ultimately that's what has them the lead right now. 3-1 is outside. It's a ball, and we'll flip the lineup over as the 9-slot McAuliffe takes a walk. Second walk of the game allowed by Murray. Runners at the corners as Brennan Cook comes back up to the plate. He struck out his first time. And you got to expect the runner over at first, McAuliffe, to potentially be on the move. I know there is 2 outs, though, so we'll have to see what goes on. He's got a decent lead over there first. He takes off. The throw is going to be held by the catcher. 1 ball, no strikes, as that one did not find the zone, and the runner, McAuliffe, gets it stolen back. Cook is the left fielder. And he has that one on the ground to the third baseman. Hernandez goes across the diamond to first in time to Weisenberg. So little bit of trouble for Murray, but he works around a single and a walk to retire the side with no damage. 2-1 your score. We'll head to the bottom of the second to see what Rawlins can do here on the Green River Night Invitational here on mylocalradio.com.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
The very best place to stay when you visit Evanston, Wyoming is the Best Western Dunmar Inn. This amazing hotel is located on 10 beautiful acres and offers clean, comfortable rooms with amazing beds, a fitness center, an outdoor pool, open in the summer, and a wonderful on-site restaurant that provides a complimentary breakfast with every stay, all at an affordable rate. Whenever your travels bring you to Evanston, Wyoming, make all your room reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, 1601 Harrison Drive.
2-1 your score. Rawlins coming up to the plate to see if they can maybe make that a different way as they're down to the Razorbacks. It's going to be 5, 6, and 7 up to bat here in the bottom of the second. J.D. Chiswick, Jorge Martinez, and Kipton Cook.
Both teams playing decent fundamental baseball. I think we've only had 1 error so far. 2-1 ball game. I'm just happy Rawlins is still playing Legion ball.
That's in the dirt. 4 ball number 1 on Chiswick. Chiswick is the catcher today. My inside sources say he caught yesterday as well in the morning game. I'm getting text as this game goes on, so sorry, getting information. That's low, 2-0. And the ball kind of on the throwback slips out of the hand of the catcher Jackson for the Razorbacks' hand. No one on base, though, so it doesn't matter. It's Piercy. We'll just get the ball from his shortstop, Struckerman. 2-0 in this bottom of the second in a 2-1 game. From the stretch here is Piercy. A strike taken at the plate, and J.D. Chiswick now with a 2-1 count. And interesting to see that Piercy, even with nobody on the base paths, he's still going with the stretch. Two and one, the pitch. Lifted into center field. Stratton moves over to his left and squeezes the glove for out number 1 in the bottom of the second. Chiswick set down. Jorge Hernandez steps up.
There's been a lot of lazy fly balls today. We've only had a couple where the outfielders really had to bust it to make a play. That last game with Powell, we had probably 5 or 6 just fly balls like that. So you make plays, you get outs.
So these wood bats a little different than what they've been used to all year. A little bit harder to swing and not exactly the easiest thing to find the sweet spot on. Hernandez takes a first pitch strike here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. That's going to be in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Hernandez sporting the number 14 in big red bold letters.
Boy, wouldn't you like to have marketed these pads that these kids are wearing on their hands when they're running bases?
Yeah.
They weren't even around 3 or 4 years ago.
2-1. The sliding gloves.
Now everybody's got one.
Yeah. Well, the bigger thing is they're called sliding gloves, but to be honest, as the 2-1 pitch here comes, big hack at it, 2-2. The more or the bigger reason that these kids are using them, it gives them an extra 2 inches to hopefully reach toward that bag and possibly be the difference maker and a safer out call when they slide in. I mean, yeah, they're there for protection, but they also give you some extra length. 2-2 in the dirt. 3-2 now. We have a full count.
Yeah, designed to protect your fingers.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do, but I truly think
I hear you.
But also, there's the argument of style and, you know, wanting to be in the now and all these things.
One of my sons was that way. We had to have every gimmick on the planet. The other one played with his bare hands and picked up mud and threw mud balls.
3-2. Straight up into foul territory. It's going to find Cody's car in the parking lot, it looks like, because that one is out of play.
That would be a long foul ball.
Well, I heard you got VIP parking, so I thought they'd put you a little closer.
Tell you, if they had handicap parking, I'd be in it. No, I wouldn't.
I didn't say anything. That was Elan. 3-2. We'll do it once again here with Jorge Hernandez. Ball outside. Hernandez works the one-out walk. Rawlins has the tying run on base for the 7 slot, Kipton Cook. Cook is the left fielder today, and I'll tell you, a lot of high numbers for Rawlins. Number 50.
Guessing that's probably his football number. He plays linebacker for the Outlaws.
The school in Rawlins. Wanted to give people context. That's a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2-1 your score. The tying run, though, stands at first base. Strong bend of the arms as he holds the bat straight into the air with an 0-1 count. Flails the bat at that one and fouls it over the back fence for strike number 2. The Razorbacks out of Lockwood, Montana, which we found out earlier, is a suburb of Billings, the 2nd largest suburb in Billings. They got a balk, another balk.
Yeah. This guy, this umpire's called 4 balks in the last 2 days.
Well, now we're going to have a
You better stay
here.
behind the chalk. Attaboy. Let him talk it out.
You said attaboy. I love it.
Way too much discussion about a balk, but
Well, the discussion's over now, so.
they've
0-2.
The whole balk thing's changed so much over the past 20 years. It used to be extremely rigid. Now, as long as you're not, quote-unquote, deceiving the runner, you're pretty much allowed to do whatever you want within reason.
That's low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the inning. The tying run after the balk stands at second base. Wind howling here. Piercy, the pitch. Finds the zone for strike 3. Second strikeout of the day as Kipton Cook will be the second victim for Piercy. That's a backwards K and the second out of the inning. Right-handed hitting Aaron Martinez, the right fielder, will step in. First pitch up and in. Kind of had to bob and weave with the head to get out of the way of that one. 1-0. The pitch. Outside. 2-0. 2 outs after the strikeout of Kipton Cook. Aaron Martinez, the 8th slot in the order for the Bandits. Seeing if the bottom of the order can produce here. Piercy. What's that? Another balk, yeah. And the pitcher obviously frustrated here and kind of going to have a conversation with his coach. Try and better understand everything as we'll have our 3rd balk of the game. 2nd here on Piercy. So Jorge Hernandez now just 90 feet away from tying this game up. 2-1, 2 outs in the inning, 2 balls on Martinez. In the dirt, 3-0.
See this lady's shirt over here. Moms against white baseball pants. My wife hated white baseball pants. Man, I'll tell you.
Does not find the zone. He'll walk the 8-hole. You got runners on the corners. It's the 3rd walk of the game for Piercy, and James Fletcher, the center fielder, now tasked with trying to score that run from 3rd and tie this game up at least, or potentially now with the go-ahead run at first. First pitch to Fletcher's a fastball that stays up high. 1 ball, no strikes, as right now Piercy looking to find the zone.
You do know why moms hate white baseball pants, right?
You gotta wash them.
That's right.
Trust me, my younger brother is, he gets dirty. They're gonna have a possible play at 3rd. He slides in safe. A really tough play there. So you had the stolen bag for Aaron Martinez. The second baseman, C-Rock, cut it off smartly. Tried to throw to 3rd as Martinez slid back and kind of had an awkward slide there, but he was able to avoid the tag. And now the go-ahead run stands at 2nd. The tying run stands at 3rd. And at the plate, it's the 9th slot, James Fletcher. What can he do with a 1-0 count? Piercy's pitch. Lifted. Shallow left center field. It's the shortstop who right on the edge of the outfield grass makes the catch. Stratton will get out of the inning with that. And we go to the 3rd. It's still 2-1 Bandits, or rather Razorbacks, as we now head to the 3rd here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Green River Night Invitational on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
On your way to Flaming Gorge or the Uinta, stop in at the store, formerly known as the Cash Store in Fort Bridger, to top up on gas or grab those last-minute snacks. Visit the store today in Fort Bridger, Wyoming. The store is proud to support the students of the Bridger Valley.
Dad, I feel like I got something in my eye.
Let me have a look. Natural protective features of the eye, such as eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and tears, are not always enough. I've been helping people for 14 years, removing anything from metal, glass, or plastic from their eyes. I've even removed a bug that flew into my own eye. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect eye protection for playing sports or performing hazardous work to help prevent eye injuries.
Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to schedule your appointment to protect your precious eyesight. Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. Jace Andrews, Cody Beers. We're having a fun time. We hope you are too. 2-1 is the score. Razorbacks on top and trying to add to that lead.
Yeah, we're having fun here in the hurricane that is Green River.
Could you sound more excited?
Jeez.
Yeah, we're having fun here.
Just got an eye full of dirt.
I've had a mouthful of dirt.
That's because you didn't eat that burrito I bought you.
Yeah, I would have died.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was confused about that.
Cut on and miss for the first pitch as we're with Tyler Linneman, the designated hitter, his 2nd time up here. That's outside.
Boy,
one ball, one strike.
The hole in the outfield is large, but I'm not sure anybody's. Well, there's been one hit the opposite way. You got a right fielder out there that's covering 3/4 of the outfield.
That's outside as well, 2-1.
Sit back on that and drive it into right center. He might be running until the middle of next week.
That doesn't find the zone. Catcher was really wanting it there. Chiswick held it for a long time, but it's going to be 3-1. That finds the zone. 3-2, it goes full. That's going to be lined right side. First baseman Weisenberg gets it down. It's a race to the bag. And Weisenberg beats out Linneman for the out.
Boy, it was bang, bang over there at first base. I'd like to know if the people in straightaway center up there in the euchre seats could see the angle on that better than we could back here behind home plate.
Probably. Yeah, that was a real close race over there. But Weisenberg, he stopped it, which was the first thing, and just getting over there was great.
It's amazing we didn't have a collision on that. Runner went head first.
One ball and no strikes on C-Rock. He singled his first time up. Was then left stranded at third after he stole second. And actually, no, he came around to score. He was one of the two runs. He flies this one into right field. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder, Martinez. Another base hit for C-Rock. See if he can do the exact same thing he did last time, come around to score.
Still kind of hanging in with my prediction of a 4-3 ending here.
To kind of give you context, we've had a 4-3 game in each of the first two games in today's tournament games, and really been close games as well. And, you know, honestly, very much in the seventh inning, saw some potential comebacks, some potential game-winning scenarios, and had a walk-off in your first game. So looking like we could have a potential for that as well here. Tristan Stratton walked his first time, came around to score on that 2 RBI single by the batter on deck, Teague Aggie. Stolen bag there for C-Rock, as he's done that all tournament. That's his second stolen bag of this game.
Boy, that was just kind of not very good communication from Rawlins that time. Catcher had no idea the guy went until he was in his view about where the second baseman's lined up on defense.
Stratton here now with a chance to get some insurance for the Razorbacks. He watches up high. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out in the inning. Jace Andrews, Cody Beers hanging out with you here on mylocalradio.com.
Catcher had a good throw on that throwdown. It was just a late.
That's outside, 3-0. Rawlins, the home team, so we're here entering into the you and I envision the top of the third inning. Our vision is to improve yours. 3-0 or 3-0 is the count. He's going to look to bunt, pulls back, it goes in the dirt. Throw down to third, sliding in safe. Umpire slipped on the call as well, but luckily he's okay, and so is the runner at third. As C-Rock steals third, Stratton takes first on the walk. Runners on the corners, 1 gone.
You know, this used to bring teams down here to this field. I haven't seen any on this trip, but there used to be hundreds of ground squirrels everywhere down here. Kind of like prairie dogs in Evanston, you know.
Runner takes off, a strike taken on the inner half of the zone, and a stolen bag for Stratton.
Now they just have jackalopes, right?
Jackalope.
Makes me want to go get some coffee.
Friends don't leave friends, drink bad coffee. That's a shot right on the third baseman's glove. Hernandez knocks it down, throws it across the diamond. It's offline and goes away from the first baseman. Searock's already in. Here comes Stratton. Running to third is Eggy, and it's going to be a two-bag error. Eggy now will retreat back to second as the ball gets away on the throw to third. Searock scores, Stratton scores, Eggy goes to second on the two-bag error from the third baseman, Hernandez.
Well, and when Eggy's up there, things happen. They scored 2 runs. The last time he batted 2 on that hit out in right center, so it's got to be the Eggy thing. Obviously, Lockwood's not opposed to eggs or Eggies.
Is that a shot at me? 1 out in the inning now and 2 runs in, so make it 4-1. That's going to get away. Eggy, a late attempt at the third base back, but he will get it anyways. Got way away, so call that one a pass ball on Chiswick.
Important part of this game for Rawlins, just got to keep your head and make the next out. As their coach said, you know, you got to forget about what just happened and play for the next play.
Dallas Jackson singled his first time up. That was just an inning ago. He fires this one right past him as Murray gets the swing and a miss for strike one, 1-1. So with the 2 runs, they have increased their lead from 1 to 3 now, as it's a 4-1 game, and a potential to make it a 4-run game with a runner at third. Breaking pitch stays high, 2-1. Jackson singled, went to second on the balk, but then was left stranded at third. Lines that one right to the shortstop, and it finds a weird hop under the glove of Mesos. It's going to be a single for Jackson, his second hit of the day, and you saw over there Mesos kind of expected that one to hop up to him, and then it just stayed low, took a weird angle, and went right under the glove. 5-1. We're going to have a mound meeting here, and he wants all the infield to come in and talk about this.
A good call by the coach, because head's starting to hang a little bit, shoulders starting to droop for Rawlins. Get him back in the game mentally and make an out. Make a play. You guys tried the Frito pie here?
No, but a guy yelling it out makes me really want some. So
I came back with lunch, and of course they know me, and I got in trouble for carrying food in here. Why aren't you coming over here, guys? Why aren't you coming over here?
Well, we're here for
tough.
4 days.
It was tough.
It's a tough look for you.
You guys better eat Frito pie tomorrow.
Well, you're leaving us. So.
I will not eat Frito pie for my ride home.
And the runner takes off. He's not going to slide, but he is going to be safe over there at second. So stolen bag for Dallas Jackson. Cooper Struckman struck out in his first AB. He's the shortstop today for the Razorbacks. Murray's pitch. A looping breaking ball that Struckman just kind of flails at to foul it off, make it 1-1.
It's borderline ephus right there.
Murray. No check of the runner, the pitch. Big hack, 1-2. That's the breaking ball he wanted to throw last time, more in the dirt. Struckman in danger of striking out for the second time today.
Battle of the twos here. You know, you stand them side by side, and you got Rookie of the Year in the WNBA.
Or you got a ballet something rather, 2-2.
Oh yeah, 2-2. Jeez.
Hard hit to the third baseman, hops into his chest. He's gonna have to make a strong throw across the diamond to make it, and it's a bouncing ball that the first baseman just tries to keep in front of him, which he does, and gonna have time because the third baseman needs a second to kind of get back. They had that ball bounce right into his chest. He gives it the thumbs up sign, so that's good. Jackson does go to third after the throw, so move him up. And you think that's a single, or what do you call that one? I'll defer to you on this.
That's a base hit.
That's what I thought. One out in the inning, 5-1 the score, and that's going to go behind the batter. Run comes across, it's 6-1, and now the runner goes to third. He's going to be not out as a mile, as they actually threw the ball away from the third baseman. He'll come around to score, make it 6-1. Ball was flying around the infield, and Rawlins unable to find anything here. It's 7-1 now after those 2 runs come across the score.
And to stop that, you just need to stop throwing it and run it back in the infield. Save a run, start things over. But unfortunately, they cleared the bases. I never heard any. You guys didn't weigh in on my vote for Rookie of the Year.
Caitlin Clark.
Come on, man.
What's your reason?
Best thing to happen to professional basketball in decades.
I agree with that. 100%. I think she has brought light to a sport that's been deserving of it for a long time.
I have ordered my jersey.
Oh, you got a jersey? Wow.
I bet you.
Do you live in Iowa, or what's the connection here? 2-0.
I'm just a fan. I started watching her this season. I do have a cousin that kept telling me about her being the GOAT.
I watched her last year.
I did too, but this year I watched as many games as I could watch.
Mertz chops this one to the shortstop. Mesos has to go quickly, and it's dropped over there at first base by Weisenberg. E6.
We're going to get a pitch and change here.
We get through those pre-breaks? We got one? Okay, well, if we got a pitching change, probably go to that here, and he's going to hand the ball. So we'll come back with the info on the new pitcher, but for right now, weigh in at home. Caitlin Clark, the Rookie of the Year. I'll be right back here. 7-1 the score as the Razorbacks are on top of the Bandits here at the Night Invitational on mylocalradio.com.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Bridger Valley Electric Association provides safe, reliable, and affordable electric energy and related services to their member owners in Wyoming and Utah. Bridger Valley Electric is a consumer-owned cooperative.
New pitcher on the mound, it's James Fletcher. He'll come in from center field to do the pitching. And gonna have a lot of rotations here, as it looks as though we're gonna send Eli Weisenberg out to the outfield. And we'll see who takes over at first. I would have to think it's gonna be Fisher Murray. He is a lefty, so by that case, we'll have to make sure that Weisenberg is in center. But for now, it looks like Weisenberg goes to center, and then Murray goes to first, and that is what's going to happen as Fletcher from center field comes in to pitch. So time to start writing stuff in my book. Or not my book, but your book.
Well, your pitcher went to first base.
Correct.
Just get that one.
Murray. And then Weisenberg went to center. I just said that. Did you?
One out here in the third.
Are you not listening to me?
Yeah, I was. I was listening to music. That was good music. Took me back to the 80s.
That's not right. Weisenberg is in center. Runner goes, and a pitch behind the batter, Reed McAuliffe. And runner Chance Mertz stays at second base. Stolen bag. Yes, he was going on the pitch, so we'll give him a stolen base. McAuliffe here walked his first time up and stole a bag. was left stranded at second base back just an inning ago. He is the 8th batter to come to the plate here in the 3rd for the Razorbacks. There's a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike as James Fletcher coming on here in somewhat of a tough scenario in some ways. And I'm not meaning that in the idea of, you know, you got a tight game or anything like that. And it's more or less if you're trying to limit the damage here. You're down 7-1 as he gets another strike there, 1-2. But it's really about trying to keep your focus and give your bats a shot to make this a comeback.
Well, you forget about what happened, and now it's just about making outs.
In the dirt, 2-2. Yeah, every out now is just going to be like a gold coin. Just keep collecting them.
Get some kite flying going on here.
We could probably fly Anthony. 2-2. On the ground, third baseman grabs it. Hernandez across the diamond. The pick at first, not made by Murray. Run's going to come in to score, make it 8-1. Heading to second is Reed McAuliffe. I'm going to give him a single and then an error to advance to second there, as that's tough for Murray. You've been pitching all game, and then the ball finds you. And on a hard play over to third, you're going to have to make a perfect pick and unable to do so.
And you want to try to get a better stretch and maybe try to get that on a short hop instead of a medium hop over there at first. So that's, again, just a process. Left-handers have a better chance of making that play as that pitch goes behind the batter.
We've had 3 of those this inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Brendan Cook is the batter. He has struck out and grounded out today. He was the last out of last inning. So he is the 9th batter to bat for the Razorbacks this inning. Pickoff attempt is unworthy as sliding back in safely is McAuliffe. You gotta start making up some fun things, man.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I was talking to Elan, but that's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. He said, "Yeah, I'm working on it."
I always try to root for the underdog, and it, man, I feel for these kids from Rawlins. They
play their hearts
out.
out
Here playing 100%.
And they're doing a lot of right things. It's like a snowball effect, and it's not just with them, it's with every team in baseball history.
Oh, yeah.
When things start going bad, it just keeps rolling. I mean, look at the Chicago White Sox, for instance. Right to the third baseman, Martinez, or rather Hernandez. Misses it for a moment, now throws it across to first. It's not in time, and that one little bobble is going to be the reason that Brennan Cook reaches a single.
But if you're coaching the third baseman, you got to give him an opportunity. Move him in on the grass. Play there. Field the ball early. Gives you a better chance to make that long throw.
We are officially into our 10th batter of the inning, Tyler Lenneman, designated hitter. Cuts on, throw down to third. It's a nice tag. He got him. Hernandez hops high in the air, puts the tag down on McAuliffe, and they have the second out of the inning. Caught stealing for out number 2.
It's a nice job by the third baseman getting the tag down.
Fouled off there as the runner Cook was running.
There's absolutely no respect now for the pitcher or catcher, so that's when you start picking to first. About the 7th time you'll get him.
2 strikes.
I'm serious. I'm totally serious.
That's up. 1-2.
Because he's going to do whatever he wants down there. He'll take off on this pitch. Huge lead.
That's there here, Linneman. Swings and pops it into shallow left field. Shortstop moving back, making a tough play, makes the grab. Mesos grabs it for the 3rd out of the inning, but 6 runs come across to score. It's 8-1. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Razorbacks lead the Bandits here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invitational on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Bottom of the third. What can Rawlins do after they've given up 6 runs in the top of the third? See if they can kind of claw their way back slowly but surely. Here just in the bottom of the third.
That was a good inning there for Lockwood. They made things happen. Took advantage of the situation. And we'll see now if they've still got some energy and can play some defense against Rawlins.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard, especially for a pitcher standpoint. I mean, he's a designated hitter. He has a designated hitter for him, so, he's not batting. That's a lot to just kind of sit there for that long and let your arm, you got to keep warm over there in the dugout, try and do whatever you can. The first pitch, is that going to hit him? Oh, it did not get him, but it is a ball in the inner dirt.
One of the good additions at this ballpark would be a swing set, so that, young people could go play between games.
Ground ball to the second baseman, Searock. He's just going to little toss over to Eggy for out number 1. I would love a swing set right now. Be great. Fisher Murray set down for the second time today. I will say, I've got a glove. I got 2 gloves now, courtesy of Anthony Collis.
Anthony's got 2 gloves. I saw that glove he had today. It's got enough leather for 2 gloves. That thing is huge.
Looks to bunt, fouls it away right toward the visiting stands or Lockhart stands.
You'll see a lot of these major league outfitters. They're using gloves that are just huge. Gives them an advantage.
Weisenberg, who is now the center fielder, walked his first time, was cut down at the plate back in the first inning. 0-1. He puts the bat out there and tips it into the mitt of Jackson for strike 2.
You should bring that over here and hold the wind from getting to us.
Right, you probably could catch most of it with that.
Thing is huge.
0-2 from Piercy to Weisenberg. Popped in the air, foul territorial to go out of play, or hit the fencing rather.
Green River must only have 1 senior, huh?
I guess
We've only got 1 banner hanging up here.
Well, the other ones, blew away like the banner did yesterday.
Did you have a banner leave? Oh, the big one out here, yeah.
Popped in the air, foul territory. Jackson's going to slide, but he's not going to be able to make the play. Had the mask off and everything. Also, I want to point this out because Elan talked about it. Have you ever seen a baseball team where the hat has the logo in the bottom right corner?
No. They kind of do their own thing, though, in Lockwood.
There's Montana. Weisenberg 0-2 here.
They're a long ways from home, man. It's a long drive from here to Cody, Wyoming, let alone Billings.
Billings is in Montana, not Cody.
Yeah, I know, but you got another 130-mile drive from Cody to
Wait,
Lockwood.
are you Cody from Cody?
I am.
Wow, 1-2.
Graduated Cody High School.
Were you like the mascot, 2-2? Cody's
No,
Cody?
No.
No.
They're the Cody Bronx. They're not the Cody Codys.
That'd be kind of funny, though. Imagine that. We're playing the Codys today.
That's true.
Everybody's name is Cody. You know what?
I
Forget
didn't like my
raging.
name much growing up in Cody.
We're now going to be assigned schools based on your name. I'm going to go to school with 10 other people named Jace. I know 10. They're all athletes. 2 and 2, and that hits him? Put up the hands like he did.
He's trying to get a free pass, but I don't believe it touched him. He said no, it didn't.
Yeah. Well, my thing was the umpire did the whole, it hit him call. 3 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
Weisenberg at the plate still. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Piercy. In the dirt. Weisenberg taken off. Jackson almost had a nasty spill there in front of us.
Anthony, you should have ran up there and grabbed that baseball.
Bro, you could have played catch with that with your 10-foot long glove.
Come on, it's
Base
only a
on
foot and a
balls.
half long.
Dang.
Now, since you pointed that out, it's really bothering me. I'm going to have to go talk to that kid and say, why is your number 08?
Yeah. Well, is Fisher's
It is
number
unusual.
02? I don't think his was 02.
I'm sure they get to pick their own number.
You say he was born in 08. The fact that may not be a joke is not okay.
I mean, that very well could be the year of his birth.
That's what I'm saying. That's not okay. 0-1 to Les Mesos.
Well, that would make him
Or Lee
16
Mesos.
years old.
Yeah, my brother's born in 07. He's 17, so. I don't know. When I see the first graduate of 2030, I may throw up.
Why's that?
It's just makes me feel old. Stolen bag by Weisenberg. Rawlins still fighting here.
That's the year I'm planning to retire.
2030?
Yep.
Hey, me too.
Good
I've
luck.
got a lot of work to do, though.
Make sure your wife has a good job so you can play golf.
I went to the driving range one day. Played competitive golf for 14 years.
Nice.
On the ground of the shortstop, Struckman. Easily in the glove and across the diamond. A nice play over there at first. Eggy to corral the ball and record out number 2.
Did you play high school golf in Texas?
No, I did not.
There's not
High
such a
school's
thing.
when I gave up. But no. So I transferred to schools right before my freshman year. The school that I was going into and before I transferred had one of the best golf programs in Texas.
Okay.
When I transferred, their program wasn't really a thing at all, and I wasn't good enough to spend my time doing that, and so I became a broadcaster.
Elan can tell you this, but Riverton High School has had, I believe, 8 straight boys singles champions.
Wow.
2 brothers.
That's crazy.
First brother played his college golf at North Carolina State.
NC State.
And now he's coaching there, trying to get into the U.S. Open, trying to,
Wow.
trying. He's still right there on the precipice. His little brother, Parker Paxton, just signed a full ride to play golf at Colorado.
1 ball,
He's
no
gonna go
strikes.
hang out with
Deion
Sanders.
Prime
time.
Taffner at the plate with those bend at the knees. Outside there, 2-0. Yeah, I wasn't bad. I definitely was going to make the team at Liberty Hill, the school that I transferred to. That was not going to be a question.
Okay, so one of the fun pieces of the debate last night was Trump and Biden got into this argument about
Golf.
had the lower
Yeah.
handicap.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was great. It might have been the most productive thing I heard during the highlights.
And that's where we're going to end the politics talk. 3-0.
It wasn't political. It was just 2 guys bragging, in the back room about what their handicap was on national TV. It was great.
I got into sports to not talk about anything sort of like that.
Yeah, but we're talking about golf.
I know, but the fact that was even a thing is sad.
It was so funny. It really was. If you haven't watched it, go to YouTube and just call it up.
Call it up.
You'll see it like a 3-minute deal about this, and it's just funny stuff. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
It's scary, too.
It
really is.
Yeah. Can we restart?
You bet.
3-0.
We're done with that.
Yeah, let's restart the whole debate. Or that's the whole thing. Let's restart America real quick. 3-1 after that strike call. There should be an age limit. That's all I'll say.
It's pretty sad.
3-1. There's ball 4.
I like 4-3 games. I don't like trying to add up ages that are nearly 200.
J.D. Chiswick is at the plate. In other news, he's the catcher today. He's flown out and now has runners at the corners here trying to dip into the lead of the Razorbacks. Do you know how to call the hogs?
No, but I've hunted hogs in Oklahoma.
What part?
Southern Oklahoma, right on the Red River, about 2 hours south of Oklahoma City.
Close to Ardmore then, maybe? Like right on the border?
Yeah, we drove across the Red River into Texas.
They're going to throw to third on this, and Weisenberg gets back safely. A stolen bag for Tafter.
Got a moment here for Rawlins. Hit would score 2.
Oh, 0-1 here to the batter, J.D. Chiswick. Outside there, 1-1. Yeah, I kind of mentioned it. It's hard for a pitcher to stay in the dugout for as long as Piercy did last top of the third, and then come out and have the same mechanics also to go because you kind of cool down in there. 1-1. It's popped in the air. That's out of play. And finally realizing it is Chiswick.
Watching a highlight a couple weeks ago about this kid in the minors that throws with both hands. They've had to institute a rule in the minors that when he switches arms to throw, he's not allowed to warm up. There was never a rule against that.
Oh, really?
And so he would ask for 2 or 3 warm-up pitches right during the at-bat, and they would give it to him.
1-2 outside. Well, it's that old A's pitcher and Blue Jays pitcher. Forget his name. Sorry with a V, but
Jim Abbott.
Well, yes, him. But there was a.
Who are you thinking of?
I don't know. Remember, because he had the whole thing of you had to declare which hand you're going to throw with before the batter stepped up. Because there was one where it was a switch pitcher and a switch batter, and they went back and forth for a good 2 minutes. But he pitched for the A's and the Blue Jays. I forget his name, but. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the base open at first, and runners at second and third. The infield's kind of in here with 2 outs. Just slightly. Piercy on the mound, pitching to Chiswick. Looping fly ball, foul territory. It's going to drop safely, and so for Chiswick's case, he gets a little bit of extra life. You can kind of see the frustration as he slammed the bat down just a tad. Three and 2 once again here. And it's inside, ball 4. The bases are loaded, and let's see what Jorge Hernandez can do. You're down by 7, but a base hit here would do some tremendous things for the Bandits, including boost their confidence. It's the 2nd walk in a row by Piercy. Hernandez walked, went to 2nd, and then went to 3rd on 2 balks. Watches a ball there. And for Piercy, you got to get back in the strike zone in a big way here. Can't be walking in runs when you got 7 runs. I mean, obviously you got breathing room, but the biggest thing is make them do the work. And that's lined hard, foul down the 3rd baseline line. Man, that would have been 3 runs for sure.
He's trying to give the Lockwood 3rd baseman a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah,
this young man's been busy at the hot corner today for Rawlins. Now he's trying to get a hit.
1 ball, 1 strike. Piercy holds and comes. Outside. 2-1. Eight to 1 the score. Rawlins trying to cut into the deficit. Piercy's pitch. Doesn't find the zone. It's 3-1. And now a very big hitter's count here. What can Hernandez do? Chiswick at first, Taffner at second, Weisenberg at third. The pitch to Hernandez. Inside, ball 4, a run will come home. It's 8-2, and chipping away are the Rawlins Bandits.
Take what the other team gives you, and at this point, Rawlins hoping to get back into this game, and perfect time to do it here in the third.
The wind has switched directions now. Lovely. Sorry, level. 8-2 the score. There's a strike to the new batter, Kipton Cook, the left fielder. Top, or rather bottom of the third. Rawlins the home team today. Piercy's pitch with the bases loaded is a hack and a miss at the plate from Kipton Cook. 2 strikes now. 2 outs. Rawlins down by 6 with the bases loaded. Trying to continue what has become a 2-out rally. 3 walks in a row, and now an 0-2 count to Kipton Cook. That gets away from the catcher. Runner racing on home. He is going to be safe. The ball was dropped. 8-3 the score. Taffner comes around.
Well, that was a lovely cloud of dirt.
Dirt right to you.
You guys are going to have to go home and do some work on this equipment. It's either going to be wind burned or full of dirt.
Or both. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Cook. And he hits that into left field, dropping fast. Cook, the left fielder, makes the grab, though. Kipton Cook flies out to Brendan Cook. 2 runs come across the score. It's 8-3. Top of the 4th is where we will be heading when we come back here at the Green River Night Invite on mylocalradio.com.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. Jace Andrews, Cody Beers, 8-3 Rawlins, the score. And I've got some unfortunate news, Cody.
Bring it.
My inside sources have told me Cook did not fly out to Cook. Cook fly out to Coke. Got the text. I was really sad to hear that. Got the text and want to apologize to
for this broadcast.
There.
It should have been Pepsi hits it out of here.
Everything's better with Pepsi.
That's right. That's right. I agree. I don't disagree at all.
Anthony does. 8-3 your score. I was just seeing if you pay attention. Make sure back there. I wouldn't pay attention, so I don't know why you are.
He has been buried in his cell phone for 4 innings.
I'd probably do the same thing. I'd maybe be buried in the back of my eyelids, though.
Oh, you've already been snoring here.
Oh, wow. Hey, that's nice. That means I was sleeping real good. 3,
Rawlins.
4, and 5 here.
Little pep in their step, Rawlins does, after
Little Pepsi
scoring
in
a
their
couple
step.
runs. Okay.
C-Rock singled twice. Tried to single again. He fouls that one off.
This is the kid that has blonde hair in his back pocket yesterday.
That's what you heard. 0-1. And,
it's all right. It's all right.
Is it?
His last name's not Cook, is it?
It's Coke.
Okay.
Yeah, this is C-Rock. C-Rock, throw rock. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wonder if it's a special order to order red baseball pants. What do you think?
Oh, it's gotta be.
They can't make that many.
No, no way. Outside. Probably not that hard to clean.
That's why it's white baseball pants, you know, just like white vehicles are cheaper.
2-1. Up high, it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Dawson C-Rock. Single came around to score in the first. Single came around and scored last inning in the third. Has 2 stolen bases to his name. Actually 3. It's still James Fletcher out on the mound there for Rawlins. That's popped high on the infield. Taffner, the second baseman, makes the play as it cuts through the wind for out number 1. 10 batters were sent to the plate last inning, and a first batter out here for James Fletcher bodes well that we won't see that in this inning. I say that. Tyler Linneman last inning led off the inning with an out, so maybe I should be quiet here and see what happens. Tristan Stratton walked twice, 2 stolen bags, 2 runs, cut and a miss here.
Young man's throwing strikes.
He is. It's Fletcher. Still Fletcher. Oh, and he falls off the mound there. That's going to be a balk, so.
Called a ball to the batter.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. And his cleats there just got caught, so.
It's not an official balk.
Yeah, it's no pitch and ball. Center fielder at the plate, Stratton. Swings at that one in the dirt for strike number 2.
You could add that to your arsenal as a pitcher. Nobody's on base. Batter's kind of got things going. You could fall off the mound, fall on your face. He's laughing, you strike him out. You know.
Love the idea. 1-2. Outside.
What do they call themselves? The Savannah Bananas?
Oh yeah.
That could be a play in their playbook.
The only problem is their games are 2 hours long, so I think that would waste some time. Outside there. 2-2. Stratton batting from the left side. 3-2. Breaking pitch just outside, and Stratton will walk for the 3rd time today. First 2 times he came around to score. We'll see what he does this time. Stole second both times as well.
This is your favorite player.
Teague Eggy. Runner goes. He is going to steal second for a 3rd time today after a walk. Stolen bag as they're trying to get those 2 runs that they lost back in the bottom of the 3rd back, increase this lead back up to 7. As it stands right now, it's 5. Eggy with that pitch has a 1-0 count. Lines that one into center field. Coming in, then now moving back as Weisenberg makes the catch for out number 2.
Nice play by Weisenberg. go way over into left field to make that catch.
Dallas Jackson. Couple of singles to his name, 2 for 2 today. Also has a stolen base and 1 run. That coming just an inning ago. Fouled off the shoulder of the catcher there, tip, as the runner was going on a hit and run. Stratton had third base stolen, but he'll have to go back after the foul ball. Oh and 1. Outside, throw down to third. Safely in is Stratton. 4th stolen base of the game. First time he's stolen third. Now an extra insurance runs 90 feet away, but there is 2 outs. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's 2 and 1.
That was a lawnmower going past. Actually an equipment bag.
Your face. What is that?
It's coming back now just to drive me nuts.
2 and 1. Swung over top of that pitch. 2 and 2. Breaking ball had him buckled. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fletcher's pitch. Breaking ball. Right side. He make the catch? He did not make the catch.
That was a nice try out there.
He was put his full effort forward, but unable to grab the ball. Run comes across to score. It is 9-3 now.
Pitch and change.
Yeah, we're going to take Fletcher out and get another one. So we'll take a quick break here. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
We're back here in Green River, Wyoming, as we have a new pitcher on the mound, and you'll never guess who it is, Cody. It's number 08, Lee Mesos.
Nice.
He can pitch, my inside sources tell me.
I'll talk to him about that after the game. It's driving me insane. What number do you want to be?
08.
08, Coach, 08.
All right, so now we got to kind of switch around the infield.
That's fun stuff.
Taffner goes to short. Mesos, the new pitcher. Fletcher will go to second. Oh, boy.
This kid throws pretty hard. He's bringing it.
Okay. Cooper Struckman struck out in the second. Singled and came around to score in the third. Now here he's got a runner at first base and 2 out in the inning. in a 9-3 ball game. Bezos goes with the pickoff and not sliding, but he's still safe over there, is Dallas Jackson. That's low there. So now first pitch was a ball. Runner thinks about taking off, and a swing and a miss at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. One run in the inning. Checks that runner. Now the 1-1 as he takes off. Lined right side, and the first baseman makes the catch. There is, doesn't matter, he would have had a double play, but it didn't matter. Hitting to the 1 out, he gets it. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 9-3 your score. The Bandits trying to come back here when we come back at the 2024 Green River Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Auto, home, life, renters, and business all have one thing in common. They all need insurance. Choosing the right agent is always hard. Choose the agent that takes a professional and individual approach to each client. At Farmers Insurance in Lyman, you will find that agent. Farrell is a down-to-earth person who loves hunting, fishing, and above all, his family. Come in and visit him and his friendly staff for a quote today at 37 Mountain Meadow Street, Suite B in Lyman. Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
Bottom of the 4th here as it's the Bandits at the plate trying to spark a comeback. Down by 6. See what they can do here. They'll have 8, 9, and 1. Aaron Martinez, James Fletcher, and Fisher Murray to bat.
Had Ben Lale making an appearance here at the field, Green River coach. He knows the wind blows here. Headband. Looks like you ought to be playing bass guitar or some sleazy bar down in Evanston, you know. He'd probably be pretty good on the bass. Have to ask him if he plays guitar.
We can interview him. Might have a new pitcher on the mound.
You
get
do.
those lineups?
Number 16.
Wrong lineup.
Oh my God. Sorry. Tyler Lineman, DH.
Tyler Lineman. So the DH is effectively burned, but he was the batter anyway. A little Shohei Ohtani situation.
So Lineman's going to throw strikes here for Lockwood.
They'll face Aaron Martinez, the right fielder, James Fletcher, and Fisher Murray.
So I learned something today.
What'd you learn?
You can get paid to do play-by-play for video game football.
Really?
I didn't know you could get paid for that.
How'd you find this
There's
out?
hope for retirement.
How'd you find this out?
Well, I think I may have heard the voice of Evanston talking about it.
Aaron?
Elan.
Oh.
No, I haven't talked to Aaron in a couple weeks.
Well, I thought he was the voice of the Outlaws.
Is he?
Speaking of Aaron Martinez is at the plate.
Aaron spent 2 days in Pocatello, Elan, telling me he was sorry for butting into my football broadcast last year in Evanston, and I barely remember him coming in. I know he was pounding on the door, and then he felt really bad because we were live, you know.
First pitch strike to Martinez as the new pitcher, Lineman. There's a strike. 0-2. You mentioned that Lineman's going to throw strikes, and I meant that literally. First 2 pitches, 2 strikes. First 3 pitches, 3 strikes. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner all in one plate, and he's going to go take a seat. Feast time for Martinez. James Fletcher now up. Man, I love some dessert too. There's strike number 4 in a row.
I like that strike call. Yep.
On 1. Fouled away. 5 strikes in a row. Oh, 0-2. Lineman, the new pitcher on the mound here in the 4th. The pitch. In the dirt. 5 in a row is where it ends. I was hoping for an immaculate inning, man. We were over halfway there.
Yeah, the minute you start thinking about it, it's kind of like water skiing barefoot. The first time you think about it, you're in the water.
There's a cut and a miss, so took him 7 pitches, but he's got 2 strikeouts to start the inning here in the 4th. When they were throwing it around, the second baseman slipped when he tried to grab the throw from the shortstop.
Coach is out saying, that's the new kid, it's all right. Interesting.
Oh, so it's kind of like, you know, if you
new kid didn't know how to throw it around, you know.
Fisher Murray at the plate. Right back to the second baseman who makes a diving grab. C-Rock grabs that one. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Lineman. 2 strikeouts and a web gem at second base. We go to the 5th. 9-3 Razorbacks over the Bandits here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Auto, home, life, renters, and business all have one thing in common. They all need insurance. Choosing the right agent is always hard. Choose the agent that takes a professional and individual approach to each client. At Farmers Insurance in Lyman, you will find that agent. Farrell is a down-to-earth person who loves hunting, fishing, and above all, his family. Come in and visit him and his friendly staff for a quote today at 37 Mountain Meadow Street, Suite B in Lyman. Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
Top of the 5th inning we head. Yeah? Yeah. 9-3 your score. Bandits trailing the Razorbacks. Cody Beers trailing Jace Andrews.
This younger generation, Elan, needs a lot of sleep. They have to take like 4 naps a day.
Aaron, are you sleeping again? Anthony, you're not Aaron. Oh, man.
Aaron might be sleeping.
He probably was.
Probably out gold panning in Elko.
Oh, is that what they do there?
That's Elko is got gold mines. Are they talking about us over here?
Talking about.
Oh, all right.
Probably should have talking about us too.
Jace, do some better announcing.
My bad. Ball 1. It's going to be Elan. That's not the right one. Thanks. Chance Mertz, the right fielder. Chance Mertz is the right fielder. And there is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mertz today ground out, and he's reached on an error coming around to score. It's a stolen bag as well. 9-3, and a big swing and strike for Mertz. A little coaching from his coach over there in the third base box. A 1 ball, 2 strike count. Inside, but called strike 3 as it catches the zone. Tell you, Mesa's has come in. He's starting hurling.
Not bad.
Reed McAuliffe, the 9 slot today for the Razorbacks. 1 out in the inning, and Mesos' pitch. That goes away and in the dirt.
Souvenir. Nope. She didn't want it.
I heard if you give it to the stands, you get a snow cone.
Down at the Junior College World Series, if you get a foul ball, they send a runner up. They take that ball back and give you a cheap plastic one.
Nice.
They said baseballs for that tournament were $9 each.
Good grief.
So they produce a $5 leather baseball and get their $9 one back.
2 balls and no strikes. Make it 3 balls and no strikes to Reed McAuliffe. 1 out in the inning. That's inside. And a 4-pitch walk to McAuliffe has our first base runner here in the top of the 5th. Brendan Koch, I'm being told, is up. Correct. 9-3 your score. See if the Razorbacks can increase it. Brendan today, 1 for 3 with a single, a strikeout. This one gets away from the catcher, Chiswick, and running to second is McAuliffe.
Jackson Hole, Riverton at 5:30. We'll have that call, and then 8 o'clock tonight, Laramie and Green River. All right.
Elan Olliff on the call. What a treat. Now Elan with Hudson, that's like the cherry on top. That ball gets away. McAuliffe takes off for third.
That might be chocolate syrup. Chocolate syrup and then the cherry on top.
Oh, yeah. So is Elan the syrup and then Hudson's the cherry?
I'm not going there, dude. That was weird.
I was confused with what you were saying.
No, Hudson's the whipped cream you put on top of everything. Young man's trying to learn how to do baseball commentary, and you're making fun of him. Jeez.
What did I say? 2-1.
Just having fun.
I was like, I was trying to be nice, and all of a sudden I'm getting punched over here.
Got to get you to lighten up and laugh a little bit, you know.
I've been laughing all day.
You have.
That's a swing and a miss, 2-2.
You were having some fun on the color call in the previous game.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that was fun.
No. Yes. Oh, I don't remember what that call was, but it was good. I liked it.
I don't even remember what that call was.
It was the shortstop.
Make stuff up.
Shortstop catching a fly ball, I believe.
Oh, yeah. The pitcher got called off by the third baseman.
That was it.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 3 strikes, and another strikeout for Liam Asos.
Umpire with a distinctive ring it up call.
Well, his strike call is yeah. I think his strikeout call should be booyah.
Or yeah.
No.
For 3 strikes.
Tyler Linneman now the pitcher up at the plate, fouling it off. For strike number 1 here, he has a chance to help himself out. Got a runner at third base. That could help his cause. From the stretch, the pitch. Off the glove, and the runner racing home, and the Green McAuliffe with the base running aggressiveness makes this a 10-3 game. Well, here's how you have a run. You reach on a walk, you go to second on a wild pitch, you go to third on a pass ball, you go to home on a pass ball.
Take advantage of opportunities.
Get on, things can happen. That's all you got to do.
Saw that this morning in the Lovell game. They, I believe, end up with 6 hits.
1 and 2.
I believe they had 6 hits, but they scored some interesting ways.
Some interesting ways.
Well, without hits. I mean, hit by pitch, error, throw over third base and run home. There was that thing going on. And you can win a lot of baseball games if the other team's making errors.
I've got some good news. Tyler Mestis has 3 strikeouts in the inning. Unfortunately, a run does come across to score. 10-3 your score. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Jace Andrews, Cody Beers, you're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com, part of the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Hiking in the summer, hunting in the fall, and sledding in the winter are a vital part of living in Lyman, Wyoming. Visiting the historic Heritage Park with its splash pad and updated playground are a must for summertime activities. Visit the new Frisbee Golf Course and make new memories with your family and friends. The town of Lyman is a quiet, peaceful place with some of the best residents in the state. Stop in today and make some new friends and memories that will last forever.
Jace Andrews alongside Cody Beers. Cody, how do you feel about the town of Lyman?
I've been in there a number of times with Wyoming Indian calling basketball games. Lyman Eagles, been fun to watch through the years. Girls play good basketball. Boys, they've been decent from time to time. They've got a coach who's he's a fiery type of guy. But they've created a little bit of a rivalry between Wyoming Indian and Lyman over the last 10 years.
Well, if you're a fan of Lyman and their high school sports, guess what? We got you covered on MyLocalRadio.com.
You do.
Anthony Calasuno is going to have the call of all the sports for you all year long. And I'm telling you what, it is a pleasure to listen to him.
I'll do exactly to Anthony what I did if Lyman comes to Wyoming Indian next year. First time I ever met Eric Pauly, he walks in. And he says, where does visiting radio set up? I said, up there, man. It was at the top of the gym. And you have to find your plug in. It was fun. So get ready, buddy. To the top.
Let's get him out of here.
No, Lyman is an interesting place because I can never figure out where the city limits of one town stops and the other one starts. You've got Maverick, you've got Taco Time, you've got some really beautiful baseball fields in Bridger Valley. You do, I mean, but it's kind of an odd setup. Because I'll be cruising around Mountain View and I think I'm in Lyman, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. 1 ball, no strikes. We've got batters through 2, 3, 4 for the Bandits, and potentially what is their last chance here.
They have 1 motel in Lyman.
Ground ball to the first baseman. It's a fair ball, and Eggy grabs it, steps on first, and retires Eli Weisenberger. The first time he's recorded an out today.
Have a beautiful KOA campground in Lyman.
You know what they also have?
I-80.
Anthony Colasuno calling every sport from football to basketball to volleyball. And soccer, too. All just for you. Join here on mylocalradio.com. First pitch swinging, first pitch base hitting for Lee Maestas, the pitcher.
So instead of the Sisters that you drive between here and Evanston, you should call it the Colasunos or the Vegas Hills.
Oh, the Vegas Hills are nice.
Yeah.
Nevada Hills. That'd be great.
You know, Anthony grew up in a pretty rough section of Vegas. He once got shot in the eye with a
Oh, that makes sense why he wears glasses.
BB gun. Thought he got hit with a real bullet.
All right, well, that's kind of interesting. That ball gets away from the first baseman, Eggy. Running to second is Mestis. Yeah, he thought it. My inside sources say he was thinking about 3. My inside sources say they want to be stop being revealed. 10-3 the score. Lee's got the 08 number. Want to know on Taffner, who is now the shortstop, was the second baseman. He's got that American flag armband getting ready for 4th of July here. And he pokes this one safely into foul territory, right into this Rawlins dugout.
Does he have aviators on? Man, he must be a heck of a ball player.
Bro, he's got to be the best one out there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bounced up there and a nice block at home plate by Jackson. Keeps Lee over there at second base. Line drive double play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stays up high there. 3-1.
Both these teams looking for the first win in this tournament.
That stays outside. I know it's a strike call, but the run's going to take off to third, so Mestis over there. Taffner, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. Three-2 from Lineman. Just fouled off by Taffner. Straight back into the fence. Strike 3 called. They're going to have to throw over to first. They got him. So strikeout and then the completed put out 2-3. There's 2 gone in the inning.
You got to get the out at first before you worry about the guy at third. You've got a 7-run lead, so.
J.D. Chisnick is the ladder here with the potential last hope as time winding down on this one. Here's the pitch. Gets by the catcher, Jackson, racing home, Mestis, he scores. 10-4, Rawlins cuts into the lead. ball, no strikes, and the Razorbacks 1 out away from getting their first win here at the Green River Night Invite. Two and 0. Lineman, the pitch. There's a strike. Yep. Turn that crowd mic up.
You can have your own style, but that's a style.
But that's a style. Inside, 3-1. Two outs in the inning. Lineman from the stretch. 3-1. Outside, and it's going to be ball 4, the second batter to reach this inning. First walk of the inning for Lineman. Jorge Hernandez, the third baseman, steps in, walked, and 2 times up at the plate. It's not scored, though. Been left stranded at second and third. Lineman here. Still 1 out away from getting their victory. Runner goes. Ball fouled off down the third base line. See if Chiswick over there at first takes off again. He does. Pitch is high. Throw down, and it is going to be in time, and that's how this one ends. Jackson throws out the stealing Chiswick, and that will be your final 10-4. We go now to our post-game show in just a moment when we come back. As 10-4, the Razorbacks get their first win, taking down the Rawlins Bandits. We'll be right back here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Are you looking for a dental experience that's quicker, more precise, and more comfortable? Look no further. Welcome to Black's Fork Dental, where we bring you the latest in dental technology with our Trios 3D scanner. Our team can scan images of your teeth and gums in seconds, ensuring precise measurements and accurate results, allowing us to design personalized treatment plans tailored to your unique needs. Whether it's crowns, bridges, or clear correct treatments, we've got you covered. Right now, we're offering a 10% discount on any scan procedure. Schedule your appointment with Black's Fork Dental at blacksforkdental.com, where advanced technology meets compassionate care.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the night-lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender-benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
It's lunchtime, and I'm stuck at the office.
Jackalope. The big game is on. I can't miss it just to pick up groceries.
Jackalope.
Mom, I need supplies for my school project.
Jackalope.
Doing the hopping for your shopping. Jackalope Delivery. 307-679-7174.
Jackalope.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
At Y-Hi, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today. At Reese Auto Service in Lyman, you will find highly skilled mechanics who will get the job done right the first time. They work on anything from light line jobs of tire alignments, suspension work, and oil changes to heavy line jobs of engine replacement, differentials, and all powertrain components. Make sure all your recreational vehicles are working at top speed by getting them checked at Reese Auto Service in Lyman so your time having fun doesn't end early. Reese Auto Service, 541 State Highway 413, Lyman.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Welcome me back here to Green River, Wyoming. Jace Andrews, Cody Beers, and it's time for our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. You can get your Jimmy John's Gourmet Sub with locations in Evanston today. All right, well, where do we start with this? Because it was the Razorbacks who came out on top as they put together a very good game, and that really started with a pretty good outing from Austin Pearsley, who was able to limit the damage to just 2 runs when he was on the mound for the Rawlins Bandits, and the offense was flowing. They had 10 batters come to the plate in the 3rd inning when they scored 6 runs, and that's where they were able to get the 8-3 lead at the time. Finished the game out 10-4 with the final score. Fisher Murray, James Fletcher were the 2 pitchers who kind of had a pretty tough time sometimes out there. Fisher did a great job in the 1st and 2nd, but then 3rd had just a lot of batters come through, and unfortunately kind of hit it into some unfortunate situations. Lee Mestis, though, came in, really did a good job to finish off the game and not allow too much more damage, and that was where we at, the 10-4 final score. That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. We're going to do a quick break and come right back here on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Serving the Bridger Valley since 1987, Bridger Valley Motors are your engine repair experts. Along with engine repair, Bridger Valley Motors offers towing services, tire alignments, brake repairs, and more. Visit Bridger Valley Motor at 217 North Main Street in Lyman.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming, and Cody, it's time for our Dr. McKay Frankum's Precision Play of the Game, and you and I, we both agree on that diving catch from C-Rock, as I think that's a pretty good one to look at.
Well, you call it a web gem, and it really was. He laid out, made a nice play on the ball, and it kind of ended a little bit of a Rawlins rally. Plus, he's got beautiful blonde hair, so
in his back pocket.
That's right. And he had that ball in his back pocket, laying it out.
There you go.
It was fun.
It was a good play. That was a fun moment in the game. That's your Dr. McKay Frankum's Precision Play of the Game. We've got one more break, then we'll come back to you with your Pepsi Player of the Game and round out this broadcast here. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Green River Night Invite.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When shopping for a new home or property, it's important that your realtor works to make the whole process simple. Serving customers for almost 20 years, the professional agents at Bridger Valley Realty will provide you with the information and resources you need to keep it simple without missing a step. Shopping for the perfect home or property can be a lot of fun.
Trust the Valley's proven realtors. Stop by and see us today.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Welcome back in here to the Green River, Wyoming Green River Night Invite. Jace Andrews here to finish out this one with the Pepsi Player of the Game presented by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything is better with Pepsi, and your Pepsi Player of the Game is Teague Eggy. Had a couple of RBI in the first inning, was able to then score a run in the third and push across some more. He was a big player in this game, and he is the reason, or at least a big reason, that the Lockwood Razorbacks came out with the victory today. That is your Pepsi Player of the Game. Everything is better with Pepsi. We do appreciate you joining us here in the Green River Night Invite. And for my partner, Cody Beers, Jace Andrews, with once again the final score 10-4, saying peace out from Green River, Wyoming.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.